We are QOTD, and you are watching the Thursday Big Show on the Question of the Day game show. For those of you who are new, the Question of the Day show is the game show that lets you be on the air, and you can be on the air right here with us by recording your video answers to awesome daily questions that we publish throughout the week. The Thursday Big Show is the culmination of the entire week. Every day we put out a new question of the day. There was a Friday question, a Saturday question, a Sunday question, blah, 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 until today. And all week long, people have been putting their answers into the site. Other people have been voting. And finally, here we are with the best answers to all the questions for you to see for this kind of our weekly championship. We're going to vote for the best answer, and then we will have it. The best QOTD answer of the week. And that's the way the game is played. So before we hop right in, hello, Trish. Hello, Reid. Hello, JJ. How are you guys doing?
Hi.
Hello, doing well.
Yeah, so is there anything that we should know before we hop right into the answers? Like, how do our questions tie together? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, well, we always try to come up with sort of a unique little theme, try to get unique with it. And this week's theme is boards. So we're talking about small business boardrooms, animals boarding planes, kitchen cupboards, and maybe for some TV fans, Boardwalk Empire.
I see no surfboard. Because notice my and, right? Because it's summertime, but no surfboards. All right, well, maybe next time.
If you want to get these amazing questions in your inbox every single day, there's something you can do, and that is subscribe to QOTD. So we encourage you to do that, and you won't get bored of us.
Perfect.
All right, well,
Perfect.
without further ado, shall we look at the questions from this week?
Absolutely.
Yes, we shall. Let's do it.
The first question has to be with, excuse me, it doesn't have to be with anyone. Yeah, sure. Living or dead. I want you to spend 2 hours cooking with anyone in the whole world or in the afterlife. Who is it? And what are you making together?
Now, I know that this is kind of like a question more about maybe who would you like to spend such an intimate time with, but I want to cook with Ina Garten, and I think everybody really does deep down inside them. So we are going to make penne arrabbiata, and I definitely butchered that pronunciation, and then we're gonna make some kind of, white wine spritzer to pair it with. And we're just going to have a really great time at our Hamptons house. And you guys can come if you want.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you for the invite.
After the initial 2 hours. We got to get some one-on-one time there. But
Exactly. Well, that kind of relates to another question we have about the dinner party. Like, if you had a dinner party, who are you taking with you, and what are you doing?
This really only, maybe there's 3 questions. Out of our hundreds of questions, there's really just 3 questions that we're just answering another day. It's like, who do you want to be with? What's important to you? And what's the best makeout album? Those are the 3 questions on QOTD. We can make this show very short, but this one is one of my favorites. It really is, because it does talk about who are the people that you want to, surround yourself with at the moments that are most important to you. So I love it. Good read.
Yes. And of course, the answer to all 3 of the questions that you said before are Ina Garten. Perfect Contessa.
best makeout album of all time.
Yes.
Perfect Contessa. Well, I think we have some answers coming in from fans, so let's see what they have to say about this issue and who they are choosing to cook with. And what are they making, importantly.
So I would choose Gordon Ramsay because he's from Scotland like I am, and it would definitely be a steak and French fries. It's got to be that.
Okay.
Yum.
I just-
I would have to say I would really like Ina Garten. I think we would make great cocktails together, and I think it would just be a lot of fun. She's hilarious, and I love her popped collars.
She knows how to rock a button up.
Out of the white wine spritzer.
I gotta go with the chef from Ratatouille. I believe his name is Gustavo. Unfortunately, he passed away, leaving only a son, Linguini, but I think his message, anyone can cook, is really important, and I think you could show me a thing or 2.
Yeah. It's kind of like The Lion King, where his father comes back, except
I
it's
would absolutely choose my grandmother on my mom's side. She passed away over 10 years ago, but she probably cooks the best Indian food that I've ever had, and I would love to spend that time with her.
Yum.
Can't go wrong. Yeah, that sounds incredible.
All right, I'll admit it. I would really love to spend some time in the kitchen with Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, and try to understand the secret behind the secret sauce, and maybe how to get that Big Mac just right, because I have a weakness for it.
I love how he's like, I'll admit it. I'll be brave enough to admit that I would spend my time with Ray Kroc.
When my family came to the United States, my grandma had previously had a very sheltered life, but when she came to America, she ended up having to basically start over. So if I could cook with anybody for 2 hours, it would be her.
See, that's an inspiring story, right?
Very
People
inspiring.
have to step up. It's so easy for many of us to look back at our predecessors and think about like how they had to struggle so that we could be where they are today. I find that super inspiring, and yes, I would like to spend a couple hours in the kitchen with my grandmother too. Well, guys, it's time to vote. There are blue buttons across the bottom of your screen. If you are on YouTube, there's a link in the chat that you can click on. It'll take you right to a page where you can click on a blue button and vote, because whoever it is that you vote for is going to make it to the finals. So let the voting begin.
Yes, let's do it. Very exciting.
Yeah.
A lot of really good answers. A good mix. Again, always a good mix of the celebrities and the like family members, which I think is always nice.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's just like, who do you find fascinating off the top of your head?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Very true. Okay, I think we have a winner coming in. Let's see who it is. Oh, nice. Congratulations, Irvi. That's a great answer.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, our next question has to do with probably things outside of the kitchen. We're talking about bucket lists, and we wanted to know what's on your bucket list for the year, and what are you going to do? Where are you going? Maybe it's something super exciting like skydiving, or maybe it's just like me trying to get organized. What do you guys think?
I really want to go to Italy, and I'm pushing my family for us all to go. And maybe Ina Garten will be there, and we'll have penne together.
Listen, don't forget about those craft cocktails. She is the queen.
Oh, yes, absolutely. But regardless, I just want to go eat all the amazing food, experience the culture, and just hopefully in the summertime. I mean, I think the beaches are beautiful along the coast, so get a little dip in the Italian Sea. Yeah.
Oh, that's a great bucket list item.
Yes. I think my family's actually going to be going to Croatia later this year, which is not exactly Italy, but I think that's close. So I'll be living your dream.
Thank you. Glad somebody could. Yeah.
I'll let you know how it is.
You guys are like traveling the world. I'm just trying to get my desk cleaned off to show the difference in our lives here.
Hey, but both very important and both adventures in their own way. You know, what are you going to find on your desk? You don't know. Well, I think we have some answers coming in from fans. So let's see what adventures they're trying to go on this year and what quests they're trying to complete.
What bucket list item will I complete this year? My biggest bucket list item is I want to shoot a show or music video or something for the rap artist Tyler, the Creator. I want to do that really bad. I don't care if it's a festival. I don't care if it's a show, touring opportunity, whatever. I want to do it for him. And I guess, as the kids say, I'll be manifesting doing that this year.
That's a good one, yeah. No, I love a lot of his albums. He's
with him, and then we're going to go to Paris for a few days. And yeah, if COVID doesn't kick in and kick our asses, then hopefully we'll complete it.
wow. Paris and Disneyland. That's a trip.
Wow, this is actually a really good question because I will be completing an item from my bucket list next week. And that bucket list is I will go to this amazing beach resort in Bohol in the Philippines.
A lot of people are traveling.
Yes.
Globetrotters and
I'm kind of already doing it. Just making videos and being a freelance videographer, and it's kind of like living my dream. And this is what I want to do. This is what I'm really passionate about. Like, I love making videos. I like editing videos. I love just putting out that content for people. It's really cool, and I really wish I would have started earlier, like in my life. But looking at it now, I'm so blessed and so grateful to even have this opportunity to do this, like what I'm doing right now. And like, this is something that was on my bucket list this year, and I'm glad I'm getting to do it. So thank you guys.
Oh, he's living the dream.
Love it.
What bucket list item will you complete this year? So I actually have something. This item has actually been on my bucket list since last year. I didn't actually attempt this yet because I didn't have the time and resources, but because like I'll probably be done with grad school this year, I'll probably have my full-time career as a counselor soon, I finally have time to do this. So this bucket list item is for me to attempt a world record. So I have like I have props for this question. I have like Rubik's cubes that I solve, and this is a 3x3, and I solve them pretty fast. But this right here is my favorite. It's called the Pyramids, and I'm going to solve. I'm going to attempt the Guinness World Record of most solved pyramids upside down. And my attempt is going to be 128 of these babies solved upside down in less than an hour. And I really am confident that I can get this bucket list item accomplished. And I am just super excited to attempt it. Hopefully I can be able to do it this year.
Wow.
That's a minute.
What bucket list item will you complete this year? Well, personally, I'm a content creator on TikTok and YouTube. I have 4,000 subscribers on YouTube, but my bucket list item is to hit that 50K. 50K subs, I know I could do it by the end of this year.
Enrique, you forgot to plug your socials so that people could follow you.
Yes. Number one rule, always be plugging.
Exactly.
Well, fans, it's time to vote. We have some really great answers, some really great bucket lists items here today. So you should go over to BeOnTheAir.com to cast your vote for which one you think is the best, which one should move on to our big final championship round. So you have Hake trying to work with Tyler, the Creator, Kaylee trying to go to Disneyland and Paris, Emmanuel going to a resort in Bohol, Panzer7, who's already living the dream, already doing his dream creative work, Shaq, who's trying to get a world record of solving Rubik's Cubes, and Enrique, who is trying to get 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. Yeah, perfect. So vote and let us know which one you want to see advance to the finals.
Do you think that Kaylee wants to go to Paris and then like American Disneyland, or the Disneyland in Paris? Because they have one there.
I think she was going to stay local and do the Disneyland Paris.
Okay. It's a big travel, yeah.
Yeah, honestly though, that would be kind of a fun experience as a Paris Disneyland.
Hey!
Kaylee, let us know. But I thought you were going to do Disneyland Paris and then the greater Paris metropolitan area.
Yeah, we need you to come and give us a recap of your vacation. Hopefully she made it. Well, speaking of getting on airplanes and going places, guys, our next question has to do with support animals on planes. And we wanted to know, should only trained service dogs be allowed on airplanes, or is any comforting pet okay? Obviously, Keith is vying for the giraffe. Not quite sure that one's going to fit. So this was really, we had a wide range of opinions on this one. I have my own opinion, but I'm not like such an animal person, but I feel like cats and dogs are okay because they're small and sort of containable. But like if you have a bird, it's going to squawk. If you have a pig, it's not going to fit under the seat. I just feel like if the animal is going to infringe on somebody else's comfort, or their ride, I don't think it's kind of fair, even though I do understand the other side where people need these comfort animals. I don't know. Guess I'm kind of torn.
No, it all makes sense. And I mean, it's like eventually you have to sort of, I wonder what sort of reason you would have for like a support pig or a support peacock.
Right.
I wonder if they could do, you know how you have dimensions for a carry-on bag, and that if it's bigger, you can't bring it? Dimensions for your service animal.
Right.
Like, anyone's fine as long as they're within certain dimensions. So your service chameleon, or your service dragon, or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm just imagining, like, you know how they have those boxes you can put your checkout bags in to see, like, if they're too big? You have, like, a little walk-in thing for your animal to see if it's too big.
People weighing their goats.
Ooh, it's 50 bags. If you want to do, like, 52-pound goat, you have to pay extra.
But what if you had a pack mule and then you get away with extra carry-on? That would be cool.
Life hack. Hack in the system. Well, I think we have some other answers coming in, so let's see what people have to say about this very hot button issue.
I believe the Department of Transportation made a great call only allowing dogs as service animals. The reason being, I read an article that said that flyers were taking advantage and bringing on all kinds of animals, including peacocks and pigs, onto a plane, where that's crazy. Like a peacock on a plane? Come on.
But maybe it was an NBC flight.
I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair that the Department of Transportation is limiting service animals to dogs. I think that you should be able to bring whatever animal you're connected with on the plane within size reason. Like, don't bring a horse on the plane. But if you have like a service goat and that goat helps you bring yourself from up here back to where you need to be, bring your goat, bro. I do think that the process to be certified should be harder. The animal should definitely be trained. But if you need a goat, bring your goat, bro.
Do goat yoga in the aisles.
I actually do think this was a good call. It had been getting out of hand. I'd seen on planes comfort peacocks and emotional support pigs. I'm not buying it. I think we should stick with dogs. They've been trained in the past to provide emotional support, and they're definitely the cuddliest. So let's stick with dogs.
You got us there, Alexis.
Yep.
True.
Only dogs are allowed to be service animals? Come on. In Florida, there's a lady with an alligator as a service animal. I mean, that might be taking it too far, but I think they could expand it maybe just a little bit more to allow maybe cats, even a hamster if it's in a cage on an airplane. I know flyers have taken advantage, but come on.
An alligator. That would be
I believe any animal can be a social service animal because they have that potential. So I think everyone should be allowed.
Makes sense. Logical.
You know, I completely understand that some people have service animals that are not dogs. However, when you're dealing with an airline and such strict protocols, you know, you don't want to turn the airline into a stock carrier. And so it really does need to be narrowed down. Now, I understand that that's going to limit some people from being able to travel. However, you know, there's other travel options and there's other ways to go about getting across the country. And if you need a service pig, then maybe you need to look at some different options.
That's true. We're like, let's have a zoo on plane because nothing ever bad has happened from animals traveling before, famously.
Except for snakes on a plane. That was bad.
Oh. Yeah, but I'm sure that was a special circumstance. I haven't seen the movie, but I'm
You
sure.
weren't support snakes.
Exactly. That's the difference.
Yeah. One pandemic was not enough. Let's get these animals all up and running.
Oh, all those diseases. Well, I think we have all of our answers. I actually noticed we have a even split between people who are in support of this new rule and people who think all service animals should be allowed on planes. So now voting has become that much more important. You can go over to BeOnTheAir.com to cast your vote for which answer you thought was the best. We have Sam, Alexis, and Christina in favor of the rule, and Tamora, Matt, and Suhana against it. So let's see who will come out on top.
This will be the sole determining factor.
Yes.
The airlines are going to watch this. They're going to make their call.
Exactly. The Department of Transportation is watching right now, and they are like ready to pass an update on this rule, or not. Let's see. I think we have a winner coming in. Let's see.
He's like, I don't know. Know about that.
He's not convinced.
93% of the vote, too. So you guys are like...
You were with him. Well, we are going to go from support animals to a different type of support group, which would be your pals. But it's kind of your fictional friend group that we're going to move to. We asked our fans a question. If you could be a part of any TV friend group, which would it be?
Oh, this is a good one.
Lots of friend groups.
Oh, yeah. No, I feel like there's just like throughout TV history, there's been so many. So there's a good amount to choose from. I'm going to probably go more recent, though. And it's a little bit of an offbeat decision. Has anyone seen that show Jury Duty?
No.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's a TV show. I think it's on Amazon Prime Video, where basically they create an entirely fictionalized case. And everyone is like on the fact that it's a fictional case, except for one person who thinks it's all real. And so they go through the whole experience. It's absolutely insane. It's like a pretty wild case too. And so I think throughout it, it's like definitely the actors are sort of making it happen. But they forge like a really nice bond. I think that would be very fun to join in on as a fictional character.
Interesting.
No, it's a really good show. I highly recommend. Free advertising for Amazon Prime Video.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, no, I really love it. So that's probably my answer, because it just seems like a fun time.
But then you actually have to go to jury duty. What friendship is worth all that?
Good point.
It'd be more fun just to like have Sex in the City, right?
Yeah.
That'd be more fun.
I feel like that has to be the go-to friend group. Like,
I think so too.
I'm changing my answer.
I was gonna say that or that 70s show. I think just like hanging out with some rowdy kids in Eric Foreman's basement.
Yeah.
Just be the time of your life.
But you got to stay away from that one guy, right? What was his name?
Oh, Hyde. But I love a bad boy, so I would be, I'd be right there.
Stay away from Hyde.
Well, I think we have some answers coming in. So let's see if anyone says that 70s show, Sex in the City. I think we'll have some good answers coming in.
I would choose to be in the Phineas and Ferb friend group. Phineas and Ferb come up with the craziest adventures, and I would love to be a part of their everyday shenanigans.
I'm changing my answer again.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay, if I could be in any TV friend group, I would obviously be in the Rugrats. That is like the best, most iconic friend group. I would be with them because they're the most loyal to each other. Like, they always have each other's back. They're always forgiving each other and like moving on, and they're just like totally supportive of each other. And they're going to be friends for their entire lives. Like, they're going to be at each other's weddings, telling crazy stories from their pasts, and that is the kind of group I would want to be in.
I didn't even think about cartoons.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's once again rife with
I
opportunities.
could be part of any TV friend group. I would pick the Big Bang Theory. Because it seems like they're a fun friend group to be in with. And if I had to pick one, it would be them. And that's it.
That's a great answer. Great show.
Yeah. And famously, it all started with the Big Bang.
I don't feel like I need to explain this one. Like, why wouldn't you? Look at that little boy. That's BMO right there. That's my group. That's my pals. Oh, yeah.
I don't know who that is.
It's Adventure Time. It's another cartoon.
My friend group would be Scooby-Doo and the Gang. Growing up, I used to watch this show religiously. You have a talking dog, you have a bunch of friends who are going to have your back, and you get to go on a bunch of adventures and defeat bad guys. So, in my eyes, what else could you want?
All these animations. That's so funny.
Okay, so a friend group from TV that I'd want to be a part of. I freaking love The Office. So if I can be a part of like Michael Scott's friend group. I love his sense of humor. I think I would have a blast with that. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. No, it's although once again, you do have to work with them.
Yeah.
And spend all day in like a paper company office.
With Dwight. It might not be as fun as it sounded.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you have like Jim and Pam to cancel it out, so it could be good. It could
Yeah.
be fun. Well, I think we have all of our answers. So now is the time again to vote. Vote for your favorite answers. You can go to BeOnTheAir.com and click those blue buttons to let us know which answer you think is the best. We have Phineas and Ferb from Andrew. Oh, Rugrats from Aaron. Big Bang Theory from Way. We have Adventure Time from Chris. Scooby-Doo from Michael, and The Office from Becca. So let us know who you think would be the best friend group.
And now, is this a 50-50 split between cartoons and what do you call it? Sitcoms. That's the word I'm looking for.
No, I think it's a little bit more because Phineas and Ferb is also a cartoon. So I think we have 4 cartoons.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wild.
See what people like best.
Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah. Well, fitting for the summertime.
Exactly. As we all know, there are only 104 days of summer vacation, and school comes along just to end it. So the annual problem with our generation is finding a good way to spend it.
Well, I liked Becca's answer. And speaking of The Office, we're moving on into maybe your own office. We talked to our fans about small businesses. If you could own any small business, what would it be? Or if you have one or have owned one in the past, we wanted to hear what it is.
I stand by my answer from earlier in this week. I would have a little personal shopping business. Could be kind of a freelance situation, and I'd try and find those wealthy clients that just need a fashion makeover, because then you could just go into all the like fancy stores and spend somebody else's money and go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And anything also, I could be like, you need to throw out, these really expensive pair of shoes, they're not doing you any good. You need to throw them out.
Right. That's so funny. I always joke about my office, but I just have like a lot of papers because I'm kind of a pen to paper person, but I really feel like I'd be a good home organizer. I actually have a pretty organized home and I like things in their place. And I like to have my closet sort of separated by colors and by seasons and things like that. And, you know, that's how Kim Kardashian started. She was a closet organizer, like a wardrobe organizer. So Reid, maybe you and I can get together. You do the shopping, I'll do the organizing.
There we go. Actually, I might enlist you and take you up on your services for my own room right now because I'm looking at it and it's not pretty.
Oh, that's so perfect. Well, wait, have people seen those videos on? I don't know why I thought of this. Those videos on TikTok of people like organizing their kitchen, putting things into like containers, and then like organizing their fridge. It's a very niche part of it's on like TikTok, but it's so satisfying. People put like they'll be like, oh, pouring snacks into containers and like making them perfectly organized in drawers. So when I hear a home organizer, I think of that.
Love it. I could watch them all day and all night.
I love when they take cereal though out of the box and put it into a different box.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean it's so unnecessary, but like
it's so satisfying though. No, I have no complaints.
Mm-hmm.
I eat it up. Well, I think we have some answers coming in from fans, so let's see what small businesses they either have or want to have eventually.
If I were to own a small business, it would be a bookstore, because I just love reading books, and working in a bookstore as a small business owner would be a dream come true. And that's why if I were to own a small business, it would be a bookstore.
That was a popular answer.
Yeah, a lot of people did like bookstore
Let's see, a
cafes.
small business. I love fashion, so I feel like I would love to have like a little fashion business. Maybe like fashion for babies, because I love little kids. And I would also love to somehow incorporate it being like a dog and cat adoption place where like you can adopt a cat while you're like looking for clothes. Kind of like a cat cafe, I guess. But I feel like that's not really a small business. I feel like that would be more of like a full-time thing, because if there's like live animals, I'd have to be there taking care of them. I mean, I would have workers probably, but yeah.
Dress your baby, buy a dog.
And get some
So I do have a small business. I run an audio production company, and I'm also a voice actor. Right now it's just me. I just took over my great uncle studio. All the equipment in here is from the 90s, but I did buy some new equipment for my recording room. And I produce audiobooks, I produce YouTube videos, podcasts. I'm just a freelancer pretty much, but when I take on a lot of projects, I hire on additional audio editors to help me handle the workload. And it's absolutely one of my dream jobs. And yeah, I would highly recommend other people getting into voice acting or audio work. It's an amazing business.
You are more than a freelancer, my dear. You are a sole proprietor.
Yeah. And that sounds like
if I were to own a small business, I think I would let it be a restaurant so that I can make a lot of good food for everyone to come and eat and enjoy all the wonderful tastes of food.
Another very popular answer.
Yeah, can't go wrong with a restaurant.
No, I don't own a small business, but if I did, I think I would do a 24-hour fast food restaurant. I would do a menu that consists of boba tea, milkshakes, pizzas, funnel cakes, just kind of a variety of different things. And I think my inspiration for this is I'm a night owl, and I love snacking.
That's the one. That's the business.
No, there are no cafes open late.
If I was to own a small business, it would have to be something along the lines of a seafood spot, you know, that serves something very specific, maybe lobster tails or crabs. Why? Seafood is delicious. Everybody loves seafood. It would be booming. I would get to spend my days just fishing, catching stuff, cooking it, and just serving customers. So for me, it would be a seafood shack right by the beach.
It's got like a farm to table idea on the ocean. I love it.
Yeah, no. A lot of food answers, which I think is extremely intelligent and very smart for a small business, because who doesn't love food?
I will patronize all of your businesses, guys.
Immediately. Well, and now is the time to vote on which small business you think is the best idea. Go, or which small business you just like the best, period. Go to BeOnTheAir.com and click those blue buttons at the bottom of the screen to let us know which small business you would patronize. Is that no? Because that's not it. But like, which one you would be a patron of?
Thought it was.
You're right.
Yeah, I think it just has 2 meetings, which is it's tough. Yeah, I think we have some very good ones. So let's see.
I don't know, man. I like seafood. I like animals. I like books.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you really can't go wrong.
Yeah, they're all great ideas.
Now I'm hungry.
London's our only one that actually owns a business right now, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Thank you.
Food, glorious food.
Yeah, no, I feel like well, I'm curious what food Andrew would want to serve at his restaurant. Like, is there a specific cuisine, or is it just like, come, we'll give you some food and that's it?
Right. I'll just feed you. It's like going to your mom's, right? You never know what you're going to get, but she's just like, I got lots of food for you. Sit down.
Exactly.
The best, walking in, opening the fridge, and they like just went to the grocery store.
Right.
Like,
And you have
clear out. Let's go.
Yeah. You've got like bottled water and protein shakes in yours. It's like, Well, funny enough, nobody mentioned wanting to own a tattoo parlor. But our next question does have to do with tattoos. And we asked our fans, what is the significance behind your tattoo if you have one? I don't have a tattoo. I don't know if you guys do. And I guess that there's nothing that would be significant enough for me. I've seen people that have like their children's names tattooed, and sometimes it's done in like some kind of different language or something like that. But I would be way too afraid of a tattoo fail. I would be afraid that they told me that it says, Jessica in Chinese, but it really is misspelled or something. So I've always been really leery of that kind of stuff. But tattoos do tell a story, and we think that it's fascinating. We got tons of great answers from the fans.
True. Well, there is that famous instance where I think Ariana Grande got a tattoo of I think it's supposed to say like 7 rings or something like that, but instead it said like charcoal grill or something, because she got it in Mandarin, and she just like didn't check that it actually said what she wanted it to say. So
yeah,
a very founded fear. Also, there's that no regrets.
No regrets. Did you guys ever see the one? There's a girl with a big tramp stamp, and it says sweet pea, but P is spelled P-E-E. I think that one's my favorite. It's pretty bad. That's a regret.
Wow.
Yeah, big regret.
Big regret. Well, let's see if anyone. I don't think we got any tattoos that were misspelled or not done right, but let's see what people have to say about their own tattoos.
Real simple story. When I was in high school, my best friend and I went to get tattoos. I got my name and she got her name. And at that time, we were probably just in love with ourselves and wanted the world to know who we were. Fast forward to now, I still want the world to know who I am, but it's more so if I get older and, lose my memory, I can look down and see my name and be like, oh, yeah, that's me. Or if I get lost or something and someone finds me, when they contact the police or whatever, they'll be like, hey, I see a name on a leg. Maybe this is who you're looking for.
Name on a leg.
Yeah. Or what if it's like they think it's someone else?
I have never got a tattoo, but if I was to get a tattoo, man, you already know what the tattoo would be of. You see right here, the Steelers, man, every day for life. You already know what it is. It signifies to me, football, man, everything. And yeah, when you're having a bad day, man, just turn on a football game, help you get through the day. So yeah, if I got anything, that's what it would be. Get it done, baby. Steelers.
I know someone with a Steelers tattoo, actually.
Is it J. Ross the
So I
Boss?
don't have a tattoo right now. I do really want to get one. I think they're fun. If I got one, it would probably be something really small. maybe like a little butterfly. Sounds very basic, but sounds cute, I guess. I think the reason that's keeping me from getting a tattoo is that I'm afraid I'm gonna get it, and then a week later I'm gonna be like, I hate it, get it off my skin. I just can totally see that happening. I'm a very impulsive person, so I am afraid that I'll make an impulsive tattoo decision and immediately hate it.
Same.
Yeah, that's the big hurdle for me too.
I personally have no tattoos, but if I were to get one, I'd probably get like a Bible scripture with like an Asian or Japanese language handwriting, because I find it really looks cool. And if I were to ever get a tattoo, I'd probably get something within those lines.
Be careful.
I was gonna say.
Tell us why you got your tattoo and what it signifies to you. So I actually have a tattoo of my mum on me, who means a lot to me. She brought me into this world, and there's no one better in the world. So I got a tattoo of her face, as you can see there. Especially, I love the way it brings out her eyes and her smile. It's just beautiful. So that's my tattoo.
Really captured her likeness.
Yes, her essence.
I could tell you why I got my tattoo, but I don't actually have one. So I've never got one. I never have any plans on getting one. I grew up with my granddad, and he has tattoos on his arms and all up and down his arms, and just he regrets them big time. So I've always had that in the back of my head. I've never really had an interest in them. I mean, good luck to the people who want them. I have no problems with that, but they're not for me.
It's so interesting because I always feel like everyone but me has a tattoo. And then we come on here and most people actually don't have one or have one yet.
Yeah, just Misha.
Surprising.
And that's
Right.
more of like a permanent dog tag situation.
Yeah.
So funny. Yeah, well, let's see. I mean, we can still people can still vote on which tattoo ideas people have and stuff like that. So you can definitely still vote for people even if they don't have tattoos. That being said, it is time to vote. You can go to BeOnTheAir.com and you can click those blue buttons at the bottom of the live stream. We also have links in the chat to the website. So if you just go on YouTube or Twitch and you go into the chat, you can go to the website and you can play the game along with us. So who are you voting for? Are you voting for Misha with her name tag tattoo, name tat? Jay Ross getting a Steelers tattoo, Becca maybe getting a butterfly, Mishak getting a Bible verse in Japanese or some sort of East Asian language, Brendan who has a spitting image tattoo of his mom, and Patrick who is just not getting a tattoo at all. He's totally fine. Let us know your answers, your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Brendan's mom is a little funny looking.
But hey, at least he captured her smile, and like it's so positive.
It might be our most creative answer.
It's true. Who am I to judge?
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, I think it looks like we have a winner coming in. Let's see who has the best one.
No thank you, ma'am, he says.
Yeah. He's ending the bloodline, the incline, I guess.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what is so exciting, you guys? Today is Thursday. That means our new week starts, and we have a brand new question that we just released today. And it is about dads and things that they do that make you absolutely crazy. So that was our next question for fans, which was a really funny one. And we got so many great responses already to it. I can't wait for the end of the week to get them all in. But we wanted to know, what is something your dad does that drives you bananas?
Yes. I mean, I feel like we can, today is Thursday. We can honor the dads, appreciate the dads on Sunday, but today it's a time to rant. And I have a story. So this one comes with a story. I don't even remember how it came up, but me and my dad were talking about drought conditions in the Northeast because I was like, oh, we're not currently in a drought because it's going to rain or has been raining. And he's like, that doesn't make any sense. I know that we are in a drought. And so I looked it up. I did the research, and I found out that not only is New Jersey not in a drought, other Northeast states have gotten a early warning about the possibility of a drought. And so I was like, I was right. So where did you find out that we were in the middle of a drought? And he said, I assumed. And so that's my complaint, is I think he does a lot of assuming of facts, because I think that's kind of his mindset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My parents are similar. They read sometimes some sort of sketchy stuff on the internet. I don't think they really understand that the sidebar on the search is usually kind of not the most reliable sources for things. And so they fall into like clickbait, and then they'll tell me the craziest things. Yeah. I mean, at least your dad made kind of an educated assumption on something. My parents will just go full blown down some rabbit hole, and I'm like, no. They don't understand the way the internet works.
Oh, and if the internet, depending on if you understand it or not, it can be a tool for good or evil.
Yeah.
I think we have some answers coming in, so let's see what people have to say about their dads. We love you, dads, but take notes.
I think this is more of my mom and dad, but something they do is whenever you would tell them like a secret or whatever, they go blurt it out to the whole world, or not, at least not the whole world, but the rest of the family. And then the chisme or the I went blank for a second, like I forgot the word in English, but like that news, it's already known to the whole family, and that's what drives me crazy. This is why I keep stuff to myself and don't really tell them that important stuff. So yeah.
Gossip is the word you were looking for, dear.
Yes.
That's terrible.
What is something that my dad does that drives me crazy? It thinks like a corporate robot, I think is the best. I'm in my mid-late 20s, and, he is obviously older than me, so he comes from that generation that's just super company-oriented. So I'd say that drives me crazy about him.
Yeah, that's strong work ethic.
Exactly.
What is something my dad does that drives me crazy? Well, you might want to ask my therapist this question, because she would know the whole list of things that I would say. I'm kidding. I don't know, maybe he thinks that he's right about everything because of his age. Yeah, age does bring wisdom, but it also doesn't mean you know everything. Yeah, I think that's probably the most annoying thing. But like I said, you are not my therapist, so you don't get to know all of the things.
We have a therapeutic element to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something my dad does that drives me crazy. He's a really loud sneezer. Like, those people who just sneeze so loud, and he'll sneeze like 3 or 4 times in a row. Like, we'll be out to dinner at like a nicer place, and he's just sneezing so loud. Like, everyone's staring at us. It's so embarrassing. But that really drives me crazy about him.
I know people that do that too.
Something your dad does drives you crazy. He gets on my driving. That's what drives me crazy. He gets on my driving. I will drive. I'm a very confident driver. I drive very, very well. But if I go a little over the speed limit, hey, slow son, slow this down, slow the car down, or you gonna hit somebody. No, I'm not flying, I'm not a speed demon, but that man will make it seem like I'm going 130 miles per hour. And I promise you, I'm going below the speed limit or the speed limit in my little old car. That's what drives me crazy.
It's got to be a universal complaint. It's got to be.
One thing that my father does that drives me crazy is he works all the time and has ever since I was a little kid. He works. That's all. That's all that's ever mattered to him. He's getting more money, working longer hours, doesn't spend a lot of time with us or his family, and so that really drives me crazy.
It's a very similar answer to Hawkeye's. It's, the corporate robot. I think that's what Hawkeye said.
Yes. I think it's like you have to, I feel like once you have that provide for your family, it can be very easy to.
It's a balancing act, right? I mean, it's really hard.
True.
So, I don't know. Everybody's going to go through that struggle. But
exactly.
Maybe you can tell your therapist about it. Hannah's therapist.
Or tell us. As Reid said, we have a very therapeutic element about us.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, it is now time to vote for your favorite answer. Go to BeOnTheAir.com, click the link in the chat to go and vote using those blue buttons. You can vote for Stephanie, whose mom and dad are big gossipers, Hake, whose dad is a quote-unquote corporate robot, Hannah, whose dad, she's saving a lot of it for her therapist, so yeah. Ilsa the Joe her dad is a oh my gosh, I just blinked for a second. Her dad is a very loud sneezer, which, relatable. Panzer Saturn's dad gets on his driving, and Bart's dad is a workaholic a little bit. So, let us know what your thoughts. I will say, Ilsa's answer, that we often say, like, you become your parents. I'm going to become my parents in that respect.
The loud sneeze.
I sneeze. It's a supersonic sneeze.
Oh, okay. There's someone in my family that does that too, and I'm always like, is it necessary? I don't know.
It's unnecessary. It's uncontrollable, though.
Oh, Taylor's old as time.
I love that he won. He just like amused himself with his answer. I thought he was really funny.
It's just like, I don't know. I'm doing fine. We're all here. We're all alive.
Yeah. I think, didn't you have a similar answer with your dad, Reid? Was he?
Yeah, it's my parents. My mom tends to be more the backseat driver. My dad is, it's a trait I've inherited, unfortunately. It's the, like, losing things all the time. Like glasses and, like, phone and, like, wallet and stuff like that. It's just like, come on. I couldn't at least, like, I gotta get the forgetful gene.
Yeah.
Of all the things to pass down, I guess they just forgot to take it out of the genes.
Exactly.
Well, we have reached the end of the week. We have gone through all 7 questions. We have our 7 semifinalists, which means there's only one thing to do, and that is to choose the winner of all winners. We are here. So we have all 7 of our winners. We're going to do a quick recap of the answers just to remind people what other people have said, what our semifinalists are answering. And then you will have the chance to vote for the winner of the entire week for all 7 questions. How momentous. Yes. So I think without further ado, we can get into it and recap our winners for the week so far.
If I were to own a small business, I think I would let it be a restaurant so that I can make a lot of good food for everyone to come and eat and enjoy all the wonderful tastes of food.
So Andrew's answering, if you owned a small business, what would it be? If you have one, what is it?
Only dogs are allowed to be service animals? Come on. In Florida, there's a lady with an alligator as a service animal. I mean, that might be taking it too far, but I think they could expand it maybe just a little bit more to allow maybe cats, even a hamster if it's in a cage on an airplane. I know flyers have taken advantage, but come on.
So Matt's answering the question, should only trained service dogs be allowed on
Something
planes?
your dad does to drive you crazy. He gets on my driving. That's what drives me crazy. He gets on my driving. I will drive. I'm a very confident driver. I drive very, very well. But if I go a little over the speed limit, hey, son, slow this down. Slow the car down, or you're going to hit somebody. No, I'm not flying. I'm not a speed demon. But that man will make it seem like I'm going 130 miles per hour. And I promise you, I'm going below the speed limit or the speed limit in my little old car. That's what drives me crazy.
So Panzer Saturn's answering, what is something your dad does that drives you crazy?
I would absolutely choose my grandmother on my mom's side. She passed away over 10 years ago, but she probably cooks the best Indian food that I've ever had. And I would love to spend that time with her.
So Irvy's answering, who would you spend 2 hours cooking with and what are you making?
I could tell you why I got my tattoo, but I don't actually have one. So I've never got one. I never have any plans on getting one. I grew up with my granddad, and he has tattoos on his arms and all up and down his arms, and just he regrets them big time. So I've always had that in the back of my head. I've never really had an interest in them. I mean, good luck to the people who want them. I have no problems with that, but they're not for me.
So Patrick is answering, tell us why you got your tattoo and what it signifies to you.
The first item that I will hopefully complete this year is going to Paris with my boyfriend. I want to go to Disneyland with him, and then we're going to go to Paris for a few days. Yeah. If COVID doesn't kick in and kick our asses, then hopefully we'll complete it.
So Kaylee's answering, what bucket list item will you complete this year?
Okay, it sounds like she said Disneyland and then Paris. So
Yeah, I think we were wrong about that.
all right, Cali then France. I mean, hey, why not?
True. Okay, so we have all of our winners so far. So let's put it up to a vote. Who do you think is the best of the best? Let's see. You can go to BeOnTheAir.com and vote now for your favorites. This is the big one. Oh, yeah, I mean, a very good week of questions. Once again, a very good week of answers. Can't go wrong with any of them.
Oh, coming in.
Here it comes. Let's see.
Pat without a tat.
Oh.
It's good. It's interesting. I feel like people always say, I mean, they do always say, oh, when you get older, you're going to regret having them. But, I mean, you're not going to love having wrinkles anyway, I feel like. So you might as well get some cool artwork on there. I don't know.
Draw attention to them. That's a great idea.
If you're going to stare, might as well give them a show.
There you go.
I love that mentality. Well, we have gone through it. We have a winner for the week. Congratulations to Patrick. It's inspiring us to think twice or think carefully about the tattoos that we get. And that is a very good piece of advice to carry on. So now that we have finished up with this week, I think we can give a little hint about next week, because we are going to have a new set of questions, a new set of answers, new set of shows. So what do we have to look forward to? I think it's Trish.
Yeah, next week's theme is Family Appreciation Week. We're talking about dads in honor of Father's Day in particular, but family in general, and how your crew, your clan is the gift that keeps on giving.
Love it. Yeah. No, I feel like Father's Day is going to be a good opportunity to, appreciate your dads, have a good day of celebration. So shout out to all the dads out there, especially today.
Yeah, we're talking about dads and stepdads and people who step in as dads and any of the above. We want to hear all of your answers about family next week.
Yes. Very good point. Well, I think we've done it. If you haven't, yes. Woo-hoo. And if you haven't already subscribed for more great shows like this one, definitely do that now. You will also get, as we mentioned, you will get in your inbox the QOTDs, so you have the chance to answer them. Get your answers in first, rack up those votes, and maybe make it onto the big show with us.
How fun.
Who wouldn't want to do that?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a great life hack. So, do we want to give a hint about tomorrow's question? Because I think that is a very good piece of advice.
Why don't you give me the hint, JJ?
Oh, well, the hint is, well, the question is, what's the best piece of advice you've received that you would like to share with the world?
Oh, so you kind of give it away already.
A little bit. But yeah, no, if you want to go to BeOnTheAir.com, you can find that question. You can submit your answer for that question. We would love to know all of your pieces of advice. I think until then, we can sign off. We are BeOnTheAir.com, signing off, and we'll see you all on TV.
Bye.
Bye.
Everyone.